Welcome, the show where we dive into some of the most fascinating mysteries, unsolved crimes, and the dark side of human nature. I am Momita, your host for today, and I invite you to join as we explore one of the most infamous cold cases in American history, the Black Dahlia. January 15th, 1947, a cold morning in Los Angeles, where a woman named Betty Barsinger, out for a walk with her young daughter, stumbles across a sight that would forever be etched into the city's memory. She sees what she initially thinks is a discarded mannequin in an empty lot. But as she gets closer, she realizes it's far worse. It's the body of a young woman, bisected at the waist, her skin pale from blood loss, and her face carved into a ghastly smile. That woman was Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old aspiring actress who would soon be immortalized as the Black Dahlia. Today, we will explore who she was, the details of her horrific murder, the suspects' theories, and the enduring mystery that still haunts us. Now, the question may come, who was Elizabeth Short? Elizabeth Short was born on July 29, 1924, in Boston. She was the third of five daughters in a working class family. Her early life was far from easy. When Elizabeth was just 6, her father abandoned the family, leaving her mother to raise the children alone. Elizabeth was a dreamer, drawn to the allure of Hollywood like so many others. She sought a life of glamour, hoping to make it as an actress. Her striking appearance with jet black hair and light blue eyes certainly caught people's attention. But life in Los Angeles wasn't as glamorous as she had imagined. She struggled to make ends meet, working as a waitress while trying to break into the film industry. Like many young women with stars in their eyes, her reality was harsh. Couch surfing, unstable relationships, and frequent moves from city to city. Now let's return to that January morning. Elizabeth's body was found on Norton Avenue near Lamont Park. It was not just murder, it was a spectacle. Her body had been drained of blood and was shockingly posed with her arms raised over her head and her legs spread apart. Her face bore a gruesome Glasgow smile, cut from ear to ear. The press quickly dubbed her the Black Dahlia, a name inspired by a recent flame noir, the Blue Dahlia. And Elizabeth's own dark hair and penchant for black clothing. Los Angeles was gripped by fear. Who could commit such a heinous act? And why? The LAPD launched one of the largest investigations in its history, assigning over 750 detectives to the case. They scoured the city for clues and questioned hundreds of potential suspects. But despite The massive manhunt, the investigations yielded little. Dozens of individuals confessed to the murder, some seeking attentions, others out of guilt or mental instability. But none of these confessions led to a concrete evidence. Perhaps the most compelling suspect was Dr. George Hodel, a wealthy and well connected physician in Los Angeles. He was no stranger to controversy, having been accused of other serious crimes. Years later, his own son, Steve Hodel, a retired LAPD detective, accused him of being the Black Dahlia's killer. In 1950, the LAPD even bugged Hodel's house, secretly recording his conversation. At one point, he was heard saying, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia, they can't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary because she is dead." Chilling, isn't it? But despite this, no charges were brought against him. Some believe his connections in high society allowed him to escape justice. Others claim that the evidence simply wasn't strong enough to convict. Other theories have pointed to a serial killer, the involvement of an organized crime, and even a Hollywood cover up. Some say that Elizabeth had crossed paths with dangerous people. Others suggest she was simply an unfortunate victim who became the symbol of a city's dark secrets. But why does this case endure in our collective memory? Perhaps it's the image of Elizabeth herself, forever young, beautiful, and shrouded in mystery. Perhaps it's the shocking nature of the crime or the fact that her killer was never found. Even today, over 75 years later, we still don't know who murdered Elizabeth Shout. The case remains open, but each passing years make it less likely that we'll ever find definite answer. So, what do you think? Was George Hodel the killer? Or was it someone else entirely? If you have your own theories, share them with us on social media. That's all for our today's episode. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the history's most notorious cold cases, please rate and review our show on our favorite podcast platform. I'm Omita. Stay curious, stay safe, and we will catch you in the next episode. Thank you.